So maybe a client hits you up and wanting to make a website, or an already existing client who have a website, possibly haven't been updating it, asking you to check if you can continue building on the website. There are two things you can do in these instances. Number one is to check for client number one if their website domain name is available for purchase. Number two, client is to check if their website is still open for purchase. What this means is this: when a client purchases a domain name, it's usually for 1 year, and if they don't update their payment, or they don't pay for the domain for the next year, after the 12th month, the domain will be open for anyone to purchase. This practically means that no client owns a domain name, not even Facebook, especially if you don't update it. So when you don't update it, that name can be relinquished or open for anyone around the world to purchase it. I hope that's very clear. So when a client comes next time to you asking you they have a website 4 years ago, all you need to do is to ask them to provide you the domain name. If they provide you, you come in and search for the domain name if it's available. By the way, my name is Manuel from Cater Studios. Today we are going to learn how to sort out domain name very easy and in the fastest way you can. Okay, but first I'm going to show you guys how to check out any domain name, what period of time it has been purchased, and what period of time it will be expiring. This is in cases we have clients who have a website domain name that is being managed by another programmer or another website designer. Possibly that person don't want to relinquish the data to them. You can check it out there to know the condition or the current situation of that particular domain name. So are we ready? Let's get right into it. So first website we are going to visit today is WHOIS.com. I'm going to zoom this very closely so you can see what. I'll be providing the link in the description below. So this website, what it does practically is to check out your domain name data. It will analyze all information about your domain. Okay, this is very simple. All you need to do is input the domain name and hit on search. When you get into the website, input the domain name and hit on search. So now it's going to provide all information about this particular domain, where it's purchased, when it's purchased, the client that purchased it, where it's hosted, and all of that. The city is Alexandria, as you can see from here, and the contact phone number for the people who actually registered this domain name for me, and the administrative contacts. Okay, then the technical contacts from here, and then you can see the billing contact, which is practically the billing contact detail I imputed. You can see my domain name below here. So now you can see some other further information you can see from here. You can read more further if you want to get more in-depth information about the domain name. We can also search for facebook.com, so you can see. So you can see when Facebook was registered is in 1997. Look at the particular date from here. Okay, and this will be expiring on 2032, which means they have purchased this domain against like 10 years ahead of now, almost 10 years ahead of now. Why you need to update your client's domain if your clients actually take their business too seriously is if in case there is a competition that might want that particular domain name. So for instance, my brand name, I wouldn't like anyone else to take it. So I have purchased my brand name for the next 4 years. So my brand domain name might be expiring in 2026 or 2027. And that makes it easier for me not to stress myself over the years. Every year I get to start to run around, because sometimes you might not get the email that your domain name is expiring. And when it expires, someone else might pick it up. So to stay safe in that, if you understand your client take their business too seriously and they have the money to actually pay in advance, is something good you can do. So this is practically how to check out domains that are available. What if you want to check domains that are not available? Let's take Cater Studios 1. I just added that one so that we can see exactly what is going to copy this for reference purpose. So let's see this domain that is not available, because I know it shouldn't be nobody must have picked it. Okay, this one is available. My own is not available. This actually available. So you can see you can purchase it from here, but don't purchase from this website. Okay, what I will advise you to do is to register in Hostinger. This is the one I usually advise people to register in. You can use my affiliate link to purchase a hosting plan from here, and you get a lifetime technical support from me, private or personal technical support from me. When you do, just hit me up or drop a comment in the section below, and I'll check that out and add you to my support group. So with that outside way, what we are here for is not actually for a hosting plan. We are here to purchase a domain. So let's assume you have an already or existing hosting plan and we want to search for a new domain name. There are two ways you can do it. If you don't have an account with Hostinger, having an account means creating an account just as you have a Facebook account or Instagram account or thereabout, okay? But if you don't have an account, this is what you are going to be faced with, okay? You just have to be, you can still check the domain if it's available from here, but look at the problem you are going to be facing. So we want to check the domain, this domain, CaterStudios.com. Let's search for it. So you're going to notice the problem we might have. In most cases, it might ask us to authenticate our reCAPTCHA. Possibly why it didn't ask for the reCAPTCHA authentication or validation is because I am already logged into this particular PC IP address. Okay, if you're not logged in for security reasons, you'll be receiving all those bugs, all those informations. Like you should actually select if this is a bridge or if this is a motor car, all of that. You understand what I'm talking about. So the best practice is when you're logged into your hosting account like this, you can search it from there. It's very easy. But if you actually want to purchase directly into your hosting account, all you simply need to do is to hit over on domain at the top side of the header. So when you hit on that, select on get a new domain name, okay? If you want to transfer, by the way, you can transfer a domain from another company that you purchased the domain. Possibly, there are domains you can't find here. Let me show you, then we are going to come back here and talk about transferring domain. When we click on get new domain, we are going to search for the new domain. Okay, so CaterStudios.com. This is not available because I already have it. So it's gonna look at what makes this different from the other one that we used. You see, it's already taken, as you can see from here, it's already taken. But now it gives us further options to choose some other domain name with some extra extension. What this means is that there are domains that are .com, .org, .net, .pro, .tech, .computer, .website, and so on. Now that I have CaterStudios.com doesn't mean someone can have CaterStudios.net. Okay, there are two different websites. People can have any extension they want, but they can't have the same extension as you have. So .com have been taken, but another client can come and pick up on what CaterStudios.pro. I just want to make that very clear. And you can see their price ranges are different. Okay, as you can see, their price range, their domain name, that their prices are within $1. But don't be deceived by this baits. I will call this a bait. Why I say so is look very closely here. Look very closely at this. Okay, so this means that in the first year you'll be paying, this time around that you're paying, you'll be paying $1, except you are paying for multiple years. If you're paying for 5 years or 6 years, you'll be paying $1 times 5. You get the point. But if you're paying for only this year, the next year you'll be paying $34, $34.99. That's $35. I don't know if you get the point. Compared to when you are purchasing a .com domain. Let's search for .com domain. Let's search, let's add the one again and search. This one will be available, okay? Now, we want to search for a .com domain. Now, the price of a .com domain is $9.99 per year, which means this is approximately $10 a year. But the next year, you'll be paying $15 a year, and that is fair enough. Compared to paying $1 a year, and next year, the subsequent years you'll be paying $48.99 a year. I don't know if you get that. So when you're checking out the price of content, sometimes they use this to lure you into purchasing that domain because they know once you get the domain, it will be difficult for you to switch because you don't want your customers to think that you are having some kind of issues maintaining your website, or maybe your website have been hacked or so. You get the point. So it's easy to maintain a domain name. .com is more versatile, it's more easy, and it's fair at this particular rate on all hosting platforms or all company that provides a hosting or domain name. This is the price range you can get a .com website domain. So once you have a domain you want, all you need to do is hit purchase, and that is it. But that's not the course for today. Our today course is to teach you how to search for a domain name, and I hope this actually treats that issue. So next time your client wants you to check if they don't even need to ask you to check the domain name because they don't know all of that. They might ask you, okay, I have this issue, I have this website, and I want to actually start working on it, or I have this name, I want to start working on it. All you need to do is to provide me your name. If you have a domain name, provide me the domain name. Then you come into your Hostinger and you simply search for the name. input the name.com and you search for it. You must not add .com. You can clear off this .com if you don't want and still hit on search, and you are going to still get the vital information, and you're going to get all available or non-available domain extensions for this website. Okay, so you can see from here .com is already taken because .com is the most popular extension. That is the prioritized extension. Any website, any company, any organization, they will always like to use .com. As you can see from here, from their ad design, you see it's just .com, which is the most emphasized extension. So guys, that is it on how to source for a domain name availability, how to check about a domain, the data or the information about a domain, all of its the period of purchase, the period of expiration, information about the billing, information about the owners, information about the registrar, and all of that. Okay, I hope this made it very clear. If you have any question, you can drop in the comment section below. Okay, and by the way, we have a course on website design. If you want, I will also be providing the link in the description of this video. Do have a wonderful day, and once again, my name is Manuel from Cater Studios.